deep. Had a couple hitches he gave up, tackled the guy. I mean, he'll get better at that. Guy made a couple good throws, a couple good catches. But, I mean, all in all, he tackled well. You know, he did his job. You know, he could always do better in my eyes.
Right. I mean, do you get the sense that there's a little bit of confidence growing in him from that performance?
I mean, I think it's confidence growing in all these guys. I mean, shoot, people forget last year Lamar played, I want to say, 80 plays on defense the whole season. And last year was his first year ever playing corner. So, I mean, he's only going to get better. He's never played corner in his life. He's only getting better. He's growing in the defense. He's growing technique-wise. He's starting to fill out his body more and more and more. So he's only going to get better.
I know early in the season I asked you how you felt like your guys were tackling on the edges in the run game, that kind of thing. You weren't particularly enthusiastic about it. At this point now, a few weeks later, do you feel like they've improved that aspect?
I'm still not. I mean, because I just still demand a certain level. But, I mean, this past game we didn't miss any tackles, and let's just hope we keep that going. So that should be all year.
Chris Jones kind of apologized for his play on social media. I mean, did he bring up that topic to you or to his teammates at all?
No, I'm hard on Chris, like extremely hard on Chris. So, I mean, everybody forget he's still coming back. I mean, he wasn't here during camp. He hasn't been here all during the season. I mean, he literally did 1 week of practice and start playing the games. So he's only going to continue to keep growing, confidence and everything else. And the techniques in that we asking those guys to do now are different than what he did in spring. So he's only going to continue to keep growing as a corner, and he made a couple mistakes. But it's better to see that those mistakes he made was his own doing. It wasn't nobody else. It was his own doing. So those could be corrected when it's your own fault.
What do you feel like you guys have done in the press coverage? It looked like you did a little more of that against Purdue than you have earlier this year.
I mean, shoot, the guys in the secondary, when we're all healthy, we look like we have superhumans. So the problem is, how often have we been healthy? I mean, it lasts for like a half a quarter. So, I mean, it's kind of like the next man in mentality, and, you know, that starts from the top down here in this organization. But, I mean, you take a guy like Markel, shoot, he's a third-string boundary safety, and he played 48 snaps. So nobody really sees that. They just want to make sure that we just stop plays. But it's every game constantly guys that didn't start the game are the guys that are finishing the game. So, I mean, it's kudos to all those guys in the secondary keep getting themselves ready.
What did you see out of Lamar Jackson? Maybe looked like he was a little more physical making some tackles last week.
Nothing. That's what he should be doing. So, I mean, all I saw was a person doing their job, and that's what he needs to continue to do, his job, and he will continue to do his job.
Did you feel like Purdue was trying to challenge him a little bit to tackle? I mean, because that had been an area where he maybe had some issues for a while this season.
I don't know what their game plan exactly was, but, I mean, I look forward to the opportunity of teams keep trying to do that to us. I mean, and those guys are going to continue to keep making plays because I'm going to make sure of it.
This is a spread team you'll see this week. How will they really kind of challenge you guys in space?
I mean, shoot, Northwestern has all their offensive coaches. I feel like they've been together for like 30 years. So, I mean, they're going to have a scheme on top of scheme and attack us in all kind of ways in which we haven't got attacked yet. I mean, they have excellent coaches, got good players, the reason why they're in this conference. So we can just make sure we're ready.
What jumped out to you about their game against Michigan State? I mean, they threw, I think, for over 300 yards in that game.
I mean, they're just competitive. I mean, competitive guys on the outside, a receiver, competitive quarterback, played a lot of football. I mean, they have like 2 guys that are record holders. I think the quarterback and the running back. So they're a good team, and they all take leadership from their head coach, which is, I mean, shoot, he was an inside linebacker in this conference and I believe an All-American. So they're going to be a tough team. Thank you.